a singing chef that we make you sing and your taste buds wet. All we want for you to see is how we living in a blessed country. Yeah.
Hey, hello out there. Welcome to the Singing Chef Show, and I am EON John, your singing chef. And today we're gonna do Guyanese curry fish korma. Oh yes. And what that is based on an Indian dish, which is korma, and we're using basically, you can use cream, but we're using coconut milk that we kind of thicken up a little bit, and some sour cream. So, and then the rest of the ingredients, you can tell it's like turmeric, a little bit of masala curry powder there, just so you can get a chance to see it. I'm not going to use these peppers because I just want it to have that nice light green color. That's garlic there. I'm not putting ginger in it today because I want it to be super light. I got some fish seasoning there, and just onions, and I had some boar. I did some garlic boar last night, and we're gonna be chucking that baby in there. Cool, yeah. And then we got like a little, a big leaf thyme, some married man, and some dried chilies, which be a nice addition. It just gives everything a really nice color. So let's get on with doing this. And I've got my rice over here, and I'm really gonna do plain rice. But because this is so subtle, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. I don't always add salt to this. It's just because it's gonna be good with this. And I probably might add a little bit of butter to that later on. I don't need to worry about that too much, right? Because I want this to be super creamy. So first thing that we're going to do, oh, by the way, the fish that we're using today is trout, and I'm going all the way. I'm using all parts. You could do this where you fillet it and it could be really refined, but the thing is that if you don't have to do it, and you got to, like the way we normally cook it is that you keep it on the bone, it's just nicer, right? And what we want to do is brown these off a little bit. I'm going to put this, you hear the sound straight away. I'm just going to put these in, these little pieces. Got it like the little tail pieces. You see all that bone, the meat that's closest to the bone is the sweetest. I get half of the head there. And like in India, they use everything. Nobody wastes anything. Right, see? So what we're going to do is just let that go off a little bit, because we're going to brown it. I'm going to put a load of seasoning on this while it's doing this. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm going to use the same pan to make the sauce. So I want this to go on, the fish, I want to take on the sauce, but also I want that to be pure. So I don't want it to be overly seasoned, right? So, okay, got a little bit of fish seasoning. I think that's enough, don't you? Okay, great. Lovely. Just rub it all over. You could do this before, but it doesn't really matter. Boom. Right? Gonna let that just cook a little bit. Yeah. Actually, I might move it over here because I want that to really brown as much as possible. We let that cook. I'll let that turn it on. We're gonna let that cook for about 2 minutes each side, and we're just gonna turn it after 2 minutes. Beautiful. Let's see what's happening underneath here. That's okay. The skin is really gentle with things, so right, just run this to boil. Don't worry if you lose the bits of the skin, because all that's going to be all parts of the flavor. Okay. And this is so delicate. The reason why I'm doing this before is that it adds flavor to the sauce that we're going to make. And also, I don't want to overcook the fish. All right. Yeah. Let's turn that up a little bit. Excellent. Let's check our rice. Let's see if I've added enough salt to this one. That's nice. Okay. That's actually great. That's fabulous. See how everything's browning? That's what we want. Just gonna put this back in. There you go. Fabulous. That's looking good. A bit more seasoning to it. Looking really good. And that rice looks good. Okay. Yep. So basically, it's about 2 minutes each side if you want to do each side, and you get this browning. And remember, I just want this slight browning, not fried or anything like that. As in, like, you know, when we do fried fish, everything is going to be super delicate in this. Right. Okay. I think these are good because they're gonna hold together. Yes, it's gonna be beautiful little chunks. They're gonna go on top of the korma sauce. All right. Just take out these bones, these little bits of bones, any kind of, you see like that. You can just take those off, put those to the side. Okay, I'm gonna move back onto this. You can just keep turning it up and down. You don't have to do like what I'm doing, but I get better control when I just, because this fire is a little bit lower. Okay, we'll set these fish to the side. And you see all that beautifulness in there? Just gonna raise that up a little bit. All right, and to that, we're gonna add onions. There's your garlic. All right. Don't need a lot. Well, that's about 3 cloves. All right. There is turmeric, fish seasoning. Right. It's a bit of a dry masala there. Let's clear this up, and a little bit more support on the garlic front. All right. And to this, I'm just going to add a little bit of water. We're going to let the onions go translucent first. Lovely, lovely, lovely smell coming off of this. Fabulous. This is a big piece. I don't want that in there. We'll take that out. Lovely. So this is taking on all that flavor of the fish. Is that good? Yeah. Great. That's fabulous. Okay. I'm just gonna put some of the marred man in there. I've got some it's not chicken, it's vegetable stock. That's for the something else. Vegetable stock. All right. That's about half a cup. So that's about a cup of vegetable stock. And you see how it's making this nice sauce already. right? I'm just gonna taste that. Wonderful flavor that is. Really good. Absolutely love it. Let me just test my rice to make sure it's doing what it's supposed to. Looks like it's really cooking away there. Use a bit more water. Great. I've got lots of videos where we actually show me cooking rice and I explain how to do it. So today we're just going to concentrate on the that's the side dish, and this is the main. So we're just going to concentrate on our. So what I want on our chicken korma, I want this to just bubble up a little bit. Once it starts cooking, see, everything's going to soften, and look, see, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I need. That's really good. It's got really. Oh, also I put a bit of lemon pepper in there as well, which is like my new favorite spice. That's on the market. Beautiful. Okay. So at this point, it's not much else to do but to add this wonderful coconut milk. Okay. So what I want to do is let this. You gotta come in close so you can see. Let's show them how beautiful this sauce. Look at that. Beautiful. It's just, and you got the green on top of it, and it's gonna get even more gorgeous because I'm gonna add this garlic butter to it. Oh yeah. So we're gonna let this bubble up. Now is the time to add a little bit of these chilies, right? The dry chilies. You can get these kind of things anywhere, and I'm going to use some wonderful herbs here, and I love ripping my herbs because they kind of better. I don't know what they taste better to me than sometimes. If you know, sometimes you got to cover it up when you got to be really exact, and it's got to look, and you get doing all sorts of fancy cooking. But and that reward of that smell is just fantastic, fantastic. Okay, let me move these things out to the way. Okay. And you see how that's bubbling up? That's exactly what I want.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and you taste buds red. From the Cameroon River to the East Coast, from east to the eastern shore.
Right, so we're gonna put our fish in a bowl. Right, it's all seasoned up. Now we're going to take some turmeric and put it all over it. So this is going to be a really lovely, delicate curry. All right? And this is going to soak into them. So that's going to give it the yellow color. All right? Ooh. Don't worry if it breaks up a little bit. Excellent. Lovely. Give me yellow hands. Fabulous. Okay, so you need, this is really going for it now. And this is going to thicken up now. Everything is cooked, but I want it to reduce down a little bit more. And that's when I'm going to add the sour cream right to the end. And the fish. Yeah. Look, you see where you can see along the line there? Because it's a wider pan, you can see that that's reduced as it's been cooking. It's reduced this sauce by about see, about a quarter of an inch. You can tell where the line is. See? Look, beautiful. That's where we want it. Let me double check the rice. Excellent. I'm just going to cover over this rice because it needs it. Oops. Yeah, let's just cover over this rice. Right. So here we go. We can concentrate on the fish now. Okay. That's where the sour cream goes. See? And that just makes that really exotic, and as I could say, simple, elegant, and super delicious. There you go. And that is made that so creamy. Oh my gosh, that's great. That's lovely. You know what? I'm going to add some Suriname thyme to that. I think you could use it. A little more earthiness. It's got like lots of high notes. And a citrus high notes. Wonderful. Now what we're going to do is one by one and take our our fish, our trout, place them nicely back in there. Just so it looks nice. Here you go. And this one. And this bit. Don't forget that one. And here we go. And here we go. Look at that. Right? And you can see what I mean now. You just want to develop the sauce. Get the sauce to its maximum. And then you put the rest of the fish back in there. Right? And I'm going to put all of this in there. Because I'm not going to waste one bit. The bones in a big trout like this are so easy to see. So you don't have to really worry about bones or anything like that. And then take the sauce and you pour it over it. Right, don't move it about too much when it's in there. Just get some sauce, pour it over it. And there we go. We're gonna leave that to just boil and integrate for, I don't know, 5 minutes at the most. And you have yourself a beautiful Guyanese curry fish. Or Guyanese, what are we calling it? Tell me again. Guyanese curry fish. Korma, right? There we go. Guyanese curry fish korma. Because we got to make sure that we get these names right. Okay, Guyanese curry fish korma. It's good. It's like Robbie and the other guys that are working on the show now. They know the food. They know the food so well that we get them to kind of help with naming our dishes. You guys always, every single dish in some small way is original. It's the first time you've seen it on the show. Because we do it in a Guyanese way. And look at that. Is that not beautiful? And that is a light, really light, and it's packed full of flavor. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is perfect moment for Jess to do an Instagram.
The singing chef, we gon' make you sing and your taste buds red. From the Cameroon River to East Coast, my beast to the east
All right, guys, so this is our lovely, we've let it rest about 5 minutes. This is our lovely Guyanese curry fish korma, right? Which is basically a fish, very, very light fish, curry fish with a very, very creamy sauce, which is coconut cream, and also I use sour cream as well. Okay, time to give this thing a taste. We got some rice here. Let's have. Okay. Let's get our funky piece. Let's get some of that sauce in there. You see how it's got that nice, like, gentle kind of thickness? Lovely. Okay. Just gonna clean this up a little bit. Remove one bowl. And a little garnish. Wonderful. Aha. Guyanese curry fish korma. I'm using trout, so it's curry trout korma.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the singing chef. We gonna make you sing and your taste buds wet. From the Cameroon River to East Coast, Maurice to the Eastern Shore.
All right, guys. So here it is. All right, this is our Guyanese curry fish korma, and let's get Miss Jessica to actually come up here and give this baby a try.
This looks really great.
It looks and smells so good
This looks really lovely.
that I've got my weapons as well.
Well, I'm the taster.
No, go ahead then.
Yeah, it's really interesting because normally I don't like the skin on the fish when it's cooked, but I understand why you left it on, because it keeps the fish all in one piece.
Right.
Because if you didn't, it would just splatter and splinter, and you wouldn't really get a fish-defining shape.
Yeah, and also it takes on the sauce as well.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
nice. Which is very nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is trout, you said.
Yeah, it's trout.
Lovely.
Right.
I don't need guidance to taste.
No.
Well, that's a big too much on this thing. Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good.
It's got a lot of flavor for such a light curry, because curries don't always have to be really, really heavy and curryish. It could be going into like red curries, and like this one, more like a yellow curry, because it's got lots of coconut milk, and then you can add cream to it, but I add sour cream because I wanted that more Southern Indian kind of flavor coming out of there.
It's a very delicate flavor as well.
Yeah,
you
really.
don't want to overwhelm fish.
Yeah.
With your standard curry. So this is a very delicate.
I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, that's really nice. And you can really taste the border and everything like that in there, you know. There you go. Guyanese curry fish korma, or curry trout korma, since we actually use the trout. For this one, you can use snapper, whatever you want.
Bangameri.
You can use you can use mackerel as well with this, right? And we love to like really experiment and take things in like a slightly different direction, use ingredients in ways that it isn't normally used, and then see what the outcome is. And you know, and this is right up there. It's simple, it's elegant, and it's very, 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 very delicious tasting. Yeah.
So let us know if you try this dish. Keep your comments coming, because we're really, really interested in that. And there's a lookout for all you aspiring Guyanese cooks and chefs. We want to encourage you. If you've got any recipes even that you would like us to put on the show, we'd love to hear.
Yeah, we'd like to try it some. So you know, we're open to all that.
About developing the Guyanese cuisine with a twist.
Yeah.
You know, getting those wonderful
pushing
ingredients.
as far, putting the boundaries as far as possible.
Yeah, exactly. And we saw some of that when we were at the Marriott Hotel last week.
Yeah, when I was judging the MasterChef competition, and I couldn't believe the talent. It's just very, very good. I was so proud to be actually part of that, you know.
And it was very well organised.
Really, really well organised. You know, like I said, the Marriott is a great, great place. If you're really an aspiring chef and everything like that, they've got pretty much everything, and they've got award-winning chefs that actually work there as head chefs that come from different countries. So there's plenty to learn,
New beginning.
Yeah, so this is like a really wonderful thing, and this is the second time we mention it, but like we're doing it because we just very, very proud to see that Guyanese cuisine is actually going in that direction, you know. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you all the new people that have been coming far and wide, and please let us know where you're actually tuning in from. That's always really good, and any other things we're listening. So. And also thank you to TBN and also the staff, because it takes a lot of work to actually put this show on the air and everything like that. So thank you very much. Facebook, TBN, Guyanese Critic, every Thursday night at 8:30 and every Sunday at 8:30. Sunday night at 8:30 you can see the Singing Chef show.
Yeah.
So,
and you can see it on YouTube, and you can see it at any point on the Guyanese Critic Facebook, because you just scroll back. And there's so many episodes on there. So if you missed a few, go back and have a look. You know, it's got the a whole year's worth of recipes on the Guyanese Critic Facebook page. All you got to do is go on videos and scroll down, or look up YouTube. It goes up there. So thank you for watching.
Fabulous. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of the Singing Chef. We gonna make you sing and your taste buds wet. From the Pomeranian River to East Coast, from East to the Eastbound Georgia.
Okay, well this one here, what should we do today? Sitting in the water, and that's about the Pomeranian as well, yeah. Sitting in the water, you're just a babe for your daughter. Make it dry out your skin. Feel nice and sweet smelling. I could stay by the river, even if it takes me forever. With my nice sweet soap and tin, and a cake with your wedding ring. Don't need you to wash the clothes, I can wash it myself. Don't need you to cook me food, I could cook up for all of me, yes. Don't need you to clean the house, I know if you make that I'm too. All I need from you, girl, is to take me in, cause I'm sitting in the water. Just a bit for your daughter. Make it dry off your skin. Feel a nice and sweet smelling. I could stay by the river, even if it takes me forever. With my nice sweet soup and tin, and a cake with your wedding ring. Don't give it for me on you. There's nothing I could do. Even if it takes forever, baby, I go wait for you. In all these precious times, I got plenty time to live. I've been waiting by the river, baby. Just throw me a line, cause I'm sitting in the water. Just a bit for your daughter. Make it dry off your skin. Feel a nice and sweet smelling. I just stay by the river, even if it takes me forever. With my nice sweet soup and cake, and a cake with a wedding ring. I'm just sitting in the water, with just a big darling daughter. Make it dry off your skin. Feel a nice and sweet smelling. I just stay by the river, even if it takes me forever. With my nice sweet soup and cake, and a cake with a wedding ring. Yeah. Sitting in the water.
So welcome to the world of the Singing Chef. Let me make you sing and your taste buds wet. All we want for you to see is how we living in a blessed country. Yeah.